Maybe movies.
Act 3.
Yes, Act 3.
Do have an Act 3 to discuss, but just before we do, because I don't want to waste too much time, because this is so much fun and I've got some ideas.
Oh dear. Okay,
Possibly.
he's been thinking.
Yes, indeed. Hello, it's Wednesday and we are here again with Maybe Movies and our Act 3 of our new vision of Evil Dead 2 called Evil in the Woods.
Yes.
Just before we do, very, very quick shout out to all of our recent supporters and our new subscribers. Thank you very much. You're all wonderful people and you are most welcome in Delirium, especially if we get to go home.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We'll also just take this opportunity as well just to remind everybody, if you do like what we do here, then please do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you're enjoying what we're doing, and also hit the notification bell as well to be kept apprised of new content, as once again it seems like the algorithm is deciding to have a bit of a cull. So, arg.
Yeah.
So please do, and again, as always, thank you for your support. For our shout out today, it's going to be a bit of a different one. It's not for a channel, it's for our somewhat disappearing co-host, the voice from the ether, Chris Smith. For some of the other work that he's been involved in. I know Chris as well because he's a filmmaker and we've worked together on a number of projects in the past, but he's also now getting into producing as well. So one of the projects he's been working on, which is called the Ghosts of Borley Rectory. That's not to be confused with the Borley Rectory that's on Netflix at the moment. This is a separate project. Has recently been released. You can get it from HMV, you can get it in Asda, you can get it from the Sky Store, Google Play, and Amazon Prime, I believe, as well.
I will definitely be checking that out then.
It's based on the true story of the paranormal investigator Harry Price, who was given the opportunity to investigate the hauntings of reputedly the most haunted house in Britain, Borley Rectory, and stars Toby Wynne Davis, Julian Sands, Colin Baker, and a friend of ours, and a friend of mine, Layla Katori, who was in Set Me Free.
Excellent.
So do go and check it out, and maybe we can find something to do with it on here.
We could. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Do the Ghost of Borley Rectory with the producer as a co-host. Hint, Chris, hint.
Hang on, I thought Julian Sands was dead.
He might be, but I mean, he's in this.
Okay. Anyway.
With that out of the way, we shall settle back. We shall fill ourselves with
Tea.
Beer.
Tea is always good.
cider, although this one tastes a bit like nail varnish.
Ooh. Ugh.
Are you been on the...
Wait a minute, how do you know what nail varnish tastes like?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I want to know.
I realised that, and before I got a chance to say, I mean, it tastes like how nail varnish smells.
Okay.
I know I'm the king of wrong, but...
Yeah, he's been a lot wrong this month.
Yeah. Talking about people coming all over him and, all that kind of stuff. It's all a bit...
Yeah, now he's drinking nail varnish, I don't know.
On that first point, and to quote verbatim, I did say, it comes on us like a wave. So you're all showered in jizz
You're
as well.
trying to involve us in your perversions.
No, you said coming on you.
I did not. It's online. Go and
I
check
don't
it.
care.
Go and check
I don't
it.
care. But I think he's a secret fetishist,
He's got some serious things going on in that brain, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Right.
Anyway...
I don't even know why I'm looking at these notes, because at this point we have completely jumped off the rails.
Act 3, so as you said, we left it, bang, hit the purge button. I'm imagining it's probably not going to be... Everything goes up, it's probably going to take them time to organise everything to where it needs to be.
See, I was wondering about this, because if it's literally like how it is in the film with everything coming out at once, it'll just be over in seconds.
I'm thinking it's a staggered purge.
There's only one passage up, so they can only come up one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yes. Right, okay, that makes sense.
I agree that, yes, at the end of Act 2, Annie's going to be a bit of a scream queen, and just, this is like the first thing she's seen, but also she's a pretty sharp lady. And what I was going to suggest is in that scene where they dispatch the Buckners, even though she's screaming, she grabs something, throws something off one of the shelves or something, and finds a camera.
Yeah.
So in the aftermath of them killing the Buckners, in place of Ash and Annie talking about the pages of the book, they're comparing notes of the stuff that Ash has already observed.
Also, I'm thinking that as she throws something at the shelf and it knocks everything down, it also triggers some of the things as well. Some of the creatures. inadvertently, just by touch.
Oh, yeah,
something,
yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
And that,
Nice touch, yeah.
Yeah. I love the fact in the credits, if you look at it there in Cabin in the Woods, their rip-off of Pinhead is called Fornicus.
Is he really?
He's called Fornicus, the Lord of Bondage and Pain.
That's nice. It's a double hitter. So we get foreshadowing of about what's about to happen from the breakages. But so it'd be like it was with Marty. She throws the lantern, and it goes because she's unplugged it. But then there's this other cord trailing off of it that, and up the wall it goes.
We watched Evil Dead 2 again last night. I mean, I know in this we've allowed the fact that they've been dumbing him down. And I know we were saying before that he kind of gets a bit dimmer through the film. But actually in Evil Dead 2, he's pretty sharp. I mean, he's the one who says, it sounds like something trying to force its way into our world. So he can make those kind of quite random connections.
When I said he gets dumber as it goes along, he gets dumber as the movies go along.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
But he does, in Evil Dead 2, he gets dumb in the middle because he goes fucking mental. He's lost his shit. And then he gets snapped back to reality and he starts thinking again in the third act.
Yeah. So this will be a nice moment for them to have them comparing notes, which would also be the moment so we can still keep it, even though I know in the original film it's in Act 2, Jake grabs hold of the shotgun, we need to go and find Bobby Joe.
Oh, so they're going to go outdoors, look into the woods?
It would suit it quite nicely, because then you're going to get the other creatures coming out as well.
And they won't be trapped in the cabin right next to the elevator. They'll be out in the woods, so the things will have to go and find them.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose at some point we will need to come back to the cabin, because at this moment we haven't got Chainsaw Hand yet.
No.
It would be a nice way of including some stuff from Evil Dead 2 and factoring
So instead of
into this.
we've got to go into the cellar, we've got to go into the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's the first thing to come out.
Well, I did have this in mind, and I had a bit of a think about this. And what I thought is, because as we discussed, it's Ash versus everything in the woods. So I thought the easiest way, rather than us having to rack our brains and remember what's in there, is we can all take a dip from the Jack-o'-lantern of Death.
Oh, wow! Okay.
Me.
If you can't understand my writing, I do apologise.
Werewolf. All right. Yeah. No. Good one.
Werewolf
Good one.
first.
Everybody draw.
Okay,
Everybody draw, so we know. Yeah.
This is exciting.
There's one. Yeah.
It's like being a little kid.
I know.
Giant snake. Oh wow! That's going to be a tough one.
I've got the Scarecrow folk.
Oh right. Okay. All right.
Nice body
I
count.
just had a thought. What if the giant snake looks at the werewolf and thinks, "Ooh, snackage."
Giant werewolf snake.
Giant werewolves.
It sounds like static.
Well, they didn't attack each other in Cabin in the Woods,
No,
did they?
No. I was just joking about that.
Yeah.
We're saying then, so they're forced out into the thing, and we'll get the bit where Ash tries to reason with Jake.
Right, I see it. They go out into the woods. They hear a rustling to their left, and then they hear a low growl, flickering of the full moon, and they're like, okay. And then as they see the claws on the tree, right, and it pulls forward, and there's like drool dripping off its face. They then hear a slither or a rustle on their right hand side, and that's when the anaconda is its head.
Oh, so these ones have all already come up. It's not one after another.
No.
Oh, right.
Just as an insert, I think we'll allow that they can get two up at a time, because they must have more than one elevator, because they have to have, because creatures will spawn in different areas.
Yeah.
So they must have something under the lake for the merman and things like that.
Oh, right, of course. Yes, yeah, right.
So I'm thinking, obviously, you've got those two coming up, and they're coming at them from both sides, and they're just like, holy fucking shit, what do we do?
That'd be the moment when Jake's out there with the rifle going, Bobby Joe!
Yeah.
And then
Wolf just goes for him.
if Jake gets taken out here.
Yeah.
I was
They'll
going to
grab
say,
the
is
gun
that what
and-
we're saying? Is
Yeah, he's going to go down like a sack of spuds.
Okay,
So-
right,
Actually,
yeah.
that really works, because you've got essentially two beasts there.
Yeah.
They're basically fighting over Jake, and that will give Ash and Annie enough opportunity to grab the rifle, toss it back to the cabin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got the shot, like through the woods in silhouette, the giant snake strikes picks him up, plucks him, so he's dangling by one leg from its mouth. The werewolf jumps up, twists off his head. The werewolf doing like a slam dunk attack on Jake's body, and we just watch him being ripped apart in silhouette.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know. No, I've got an idea. So they get back to the house. This is the point I say, like, what the hell was that? They've pretty much, again, probably between the two of them, they've got the idea that they are being controlled. This, something is happening here. They've got enough evidence. Yeah. This is the point where, as again, we're in Act 3. This is where Ash and them are going, well, look, if they want to kill us, we know they're going to have to work for it. Workshed.
Montage.
As they go into the workshed, we see a bit more of that side of the cabin, and at the back of the cabin, just all of a sudden, there's a group of scarecrows there. And as they go into the workshed to start tooling up, the heads start turning. So while they're doing the montage of them doing the thing, you've got the scarecrows outside trying to get in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's literally kicked the door open. Yeah. Because the monster can be beaten. That's why all the other scenarios failed.
With the little girls in Japan with the spirit. And they turn it into a frog. Yeah.
They're going to turn the scarecrow people into some wicker baskets.
Yes.
Evil wicker baskets.
Evil wicker basket.
I was going to say, if we're going to do evil wicker baskets, then that's an idea for you, James Wan, for your next film.
Evil wicker baskets. They are inhabited by a spirit of evil scarecrow people.
But they only turn evil if you put the wrong type of potpourri in them.
They turn everything rotten.
Yeah.
What are we like? Okay, so he's going to make fairly short work of these scarecrows, isn't he? With the chainsaw and the stuff and a lighter later, and it's just a pile of ashes. However, there's still a werewolf and a snake out in the woods, ripping Jake apart. So what happens next?
I'm wondering if they know something is happening, and they know it's happening out in the woods, so it must be coming from somewhere there. So I'm wondering if Ash is going to act as a distraction, give Annie time to try and find something, which would eventually lead to her finding the entrance to one of the elevators.
That's a good idea, actually.
Right, okay, so... wait, sorry, run that by me again.
They know that there is an agency at work, working against them.
Right.
They must be sending these things here.
Right.
They're appearing very close to the cabin, so whatever it is has got to be close by. So Annie's going to go off and try and find out if she can find anything. It's not fully developed because I can see on your face, but I know.
Yeah, you were good up to that last sentence, and then at that point you started to reach.
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't got a specific thing that she can be looking for.
I think how I see it, she could be going out searching for something, and she could encounter.
No, I've got it. I've got it. Following the cable that they found in the house.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
That does make
it's
more
something
sense,
more tangible. So to make sure that she's safe, Ash is going to act as the decoy because he's got the gear. He's tooled up to draw the werewolf and the snake off her.
Right. Okay.
She can follow this through and hopefully find something, whether it's the entrance to one of the elevators. Maybe it's, even if it's just a service, like a maintenance junction box under the house with loads of electronics and stuff in it that clearly do not belong to the architecture of the cabin.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, where do we go from that?
Well, we can have a look at how Ash is going to dispatch a snake and a werewolf.
Yeah, all right, yeah, fair enough, actually, we should, because they will cut back to Ash in the woods trying to hold them off. I don't know, I feel like he might be able to take down the snake.
With a slight maniacal grin.
Yeah.
A shotgun.
If he can take out Henrietta and her snake neck, he can take out a giant snake. I'm
just thinking him hacking and slashing with the chainsaw and taking pot shots at the head with the gun. And then, as he finishes off the snake, the werewolf jumps in.
Yep.
Claws him down the back.
Yes, he's got to get a hit in.
That's when Ash screams out in pain, arm flails out, catches the werewolf, takes one of its arms off, maybe, and then pirouettes round, shoots it in the chest. It goes down. He thinks he's free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, I'm with you so far.
And then the wolf gets up again.
Of course.
And then, basically, as he gets up again, that's when...
Wolf gets up again, leaps at him. Ash takes a jump back. Again, he's going to have to reinsert something from earlier. After the thing where he saw Annie's... not Annie, Linda's necklace. He's put it on. He leaps back. The necklace flies out. The werewolf bites on the necklace. The necklace is made out of silver.
Yeah.
Pure chance. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
But as he does it and he pirouettes around, obviously the necklace flies out, the werewolf bites down, he gets a shot at the werewolf in the chest, killing it. And then he kind of falls to the ground, looks around, when the ground opens up again.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not going to do just one draw.
No.
Okay, me first.
Go outside. I can't give it logic.
Yeah, so the ground opens up again. As he turns around and sees
Demons.
demon bat.
It's all going south of heaven. I've got Hell Lord. So we do get Fornicus.
Brilliant.
Which is brilliant, because I can just imagine if he sees that, because he's got the saw blades in his head.
Oh, yeah.
I could just Ash going, mine's bigger. So, let's get back to Annie. What's happening with Annie at the
I
moment?
was about to say we need to do a cutback at that point. Yeah, that was my question a moment ago. What happened? Where do we go from there? So she's found a junction box of all the different camera feeds or something.
She's looking for something, so she finds the cable.
Yeah.
Right, so she follows the cable. It would lead her to maybe, I'd say, the bottom of a tree.
And it's actually inside of the tree is the thing, yeah.
It would go unnoticed.
Okay, so she starts
the thing. She
starts pulling stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And it opens one of the lift hatches somewhere else nearby to where she is.
There we go. Yes, that makes some kind of sense. Yes.
I'm going to say I think we all deserve a star for that one.
I agree.
Because we haven't had stars for a while.
No,
and also I can say that because I'm still in the league.
My first star.
My first star, if I get the bastard.
We could even say if she finds the lift, as the lift hatch opens, one of these creatures is there looking up at her. Yeah.
Yes, demon bat. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So then it will be her chasing back to find Ash to report on what she's discovered, being chased by the...
screaming, Ash! Demon bat swoops down, takes a swipe at her.
So we have demons, we have hell dogs, and we have the demon bat. Oh no, the demon, not demon
Lord.
dogs, demon lords.
Yes, we've got Fornicus is there.
Right, okay.
What kind of weapons does he use? He can't use the tropes from Hellraiser with the chains and the hooks. We've got to give him something unique.
Well, I feel like those blades in his head are kind of a giveaway.
Yeah.
He doesn't use his hands. He just literally, he's holding the bottle. He's holding the sphere, isn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe like the discs fly out of the sphere or something. I don't know. Am I being too simplistic?
Also a bit phantasmy.
Yeah, that's where my brain was going at the
That's
time.
where mine was going as well. Yeah.
Maybe he just opens his mouth and spits out blades. Maybe his teeth.
Yeah.
His teeth. They're not big blades either. They're like little blades. They're like tiny blades.
Oh, yeah, nice one.
So
yeah,
he
baby
spits them
blades.
out, and then he's like, whoa, fuck.
Trying to deflect a few of them with the shotgun, with the chainsaw. Yeah, I like it.
Then he does that with the chainsaw, but he also finds with the chainsaw he's got a few of these little blades embedded along the sides of the blade.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
And demons themselves. How many are we talking here? Like 5, 6?
We can roll those in together. We can say that the demons that are summoned are the minions of Fornicus.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that they arrive
Yes.
together.
So
So I'm
we
just
could-
trying to think what happens here, because he's being attacked by these blades, he's
Yeah.
trying to defend against that, plus these demons, what's going to happen?
I reckon at this point he's going to retreat into the cabin so that they can't all get at him as once, because there's superior numbers, they have to come in. Okay, there's windows and stuff that they can break in through, but at least they can't just all surround him. I mean, are we going to say that this is where Annie sustains the wound that will kill her?
That thing is fast.
Yes.
She's not going to outrun it.
Yeah.
He's going to get her at some point.
It's going to get her. I've got a feeling it's going to scratch her. She doesn't really know.
Yeah, it won't kill her outright,
Yeah.
but it's like he says, it'll be the wound that will eventually kill her.
As in Evil Dead, where she does manage to finish the spell. She at least manages to get back to the cabin and tell Ash what she's found.
She's like, Ash. Spurt.
With Ash trying to fend off, he's probably taken out a demon or so, or they keep trying to come around, he's holding them off.
Well, this leaves things looking pretty grim. I mean, he's stuck in the cavern, surrounded by demons and a demon lord, and where he needs to be is out in the woods.
So what I was going to suggest is, we suddenly cut back down to the facility.
Mm.
We get 80s Sigourney Weaver comes into the control room.
Sorry, I'm just going to point out something. We just killed Annie. Annie's our virgin.
That is very true. So, do we want to retcon that? We can do.
How do we work on that?
I kind of like that idea.
I was going to say, I don't know where we're going with this, but I don't think there's a happy ending involved.
There shouldn't be. I think there shouldn't be a happy ending. I think we should just kill all.
Well, what I was going to suggest, again, we can come back to that in a second. What I was going to suggest is this. We do see Sigourney Weaver in the thing.
Of course.
Comes into the control room and basically tells everybody else to get out apart from the two technicians.
Of course, yes.
Done a great job. You know, under extreme pressure, you know, you've rolled with it and all this kind of thing. But archives have discovered something. Pull up some old scroll or something from centuries ago.
Mm-hmm.
Someone prophesied that a man would come that could rid the world of the old gods for all time. And in the scroll is a picture of a man with a sword for a hand.
I see where you're leaning with this.
And you've just sent everything that we've got against the one man that could put us all out, that could end all of this for good. And that's the end of the film. With Ash having to try and fight his way through everything. Because it is kind of the middle film anyway. It led on to Army of Darkness.
Right.
So if we save Annie, you could end the film with just the camera pulling out, away with Ash. Because he kind of has script immunity. Because he can't die.
Who says he can't die?
If you look at everything that he goes through compared to what other people suffer in those films, he has a huge slice of plot armor. And because they are now in the Evil Dead universe.
They are in the Cabin in the Woods universe.
No, we have transposed the villain from Cabin in the Woods into the setting of Evil Dead. Ergo, the physics and the laws of the Evil Dead universe still apply.
No, the physics and the laws of the Cabin in the Woods universe apply, otherwise none of it makes sense.
If you're going to be putting this into a setting with those characters, then what we know of those characters and the physical laws that apply to those characters in their original movies should still apply. And one of the things we know about Ash is you can't kill him. You know, he gets thrown downstairs, sustains injuries that would normally kill a normal person or severely maim them, and he gets up and walks them off.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. Ash is unkillable in his own franchise, but he's not his own franchise at the moment.
I actually agree with Sam. There is a chance that he could be killed off. He's not unkillable.
It just stops the movie for a bit of exposition.
Yeah, it stops the movie for exposition, but also you're leaving Ash on a very ominous note, and you've got the people...
No more ominous than the end of Evil Dead 2. He gets dragged back in time.
Yeah, but it just lacks an ending.
Yeah.
It lacks an ending. You stop the movie dead for exposition, which you then count as the end of the movie. That's a very unsatisfying ending.
Yeah, I agree with Sam.
Okay.
I do agree.
It was an idea.
Sorry, buddy. I understand that you thought about this a lot,
You're both
but
wrong,
it's
but
not.
No, I'm joking. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Here we go.
It doesn't resolve the story.
Diva moment.
Yeah.
Purposes of this YouTube channel, this is the first argument I've seen these two involved in.
Really? You've obviously not watched enough episodes.
No, we had this a couple of times.
Yeah. So are we saying then, first of all, are we getting rid of Annie or not?
I don't know. I mean, it depends how you want things to end. But it feels like they just effed up.
The rituals failed. They're all going to die.
So I'm imagining, how do we end this? Do we do it like the film with just the hand coming up and going splat on the cabin?
I think we should.
Because, I mean, that would just end of story.
It would probably be somehow, again, I don't know, we haven't kind of gone into it, Ash has got a bit of respite, or has he managed to defeat what's coming at him now? Alright, what else you got? And then you get the hand come up.
Bring it on!
Yeah, no, that's even better. Yeah, that's even better. I do like that. Yeah, cry of defiance and this giant hand blows.
No, or he sees the giant hand, he's like,
oh fuck.
I would have liked to, again, it was one thing that when we reshot episode 60 we forgot to talk about, which was meeting the Harbinger. And it was what I would have liked to have seen them do in Cabin in the Woods, and again, if we want to, we can do it in here instead, is when you get the hand come up, I would have liked to have seen Mordecai out there by the garage, kind of look across, and, then, and the hand comes down on this garage. So that's it. We do end up with the same ending then.
Yep.
Seems like we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
After all of that.
I think we smashed that.
But again, for the most part, we managed to keep some of the plot beats from Evil Dead 2 in there as well.
Yeah.
Just juxtapose them into being relevant to this situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. So that is 1 down and
Indeed.
1 to go. Well, 3 to go because we've still got acts 1, 2, and 3 of Cabin Dead 2 to look at, which we will be getting into on Friday. So thank you again for stopping by. But again, as I said at the start, please do remember to like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. And we shall see you in a couple of days. Take care.
As always, guys, TTFN.
Bye.
Ba 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 ba.